Hello and good afternoon, evening, whatever time it is as you view this. This is Kathy Beatty with Divorce Support Anonymous, stepping into your life space for a little bit of Christmas through the month of December. How not to let the Grinch of divorce steal your Christmas. I hope up until this point that you have had a good month. Maybe some struggles, but still, you found a lot of good, a lot of moments of wonder and joy and appreciation for life and celebration and relationships and friendships. I hope you've had a chance to connect with some people who perhaps you haven't connected with for a while. That's what I did today. My former brother-in-law and my former sister-in-law both have birthdays today. So I connected with both of them, called my brother-in-law, and I texted my sister-in-law. It was lovely, lovely conversation that I had with my brother-in-law. I hadn't spoken to him in probably, goodness, 7 years, 8 years, maybe, a very long time. Now, keep in mind that I've been divorced for 23 years, so a lot of time has passed. And we have reconnected in the past and established separate relationships. And it's all good. And I would wish that for you someday when time has passed and there's been some healing and you're able to connect with them without maybe tears or any kind of reminiscing of bad times or bad feelings. So I would wish for that someday for you. Today I wanted to talk about when is it time to move forward after divorce. Something about the end of the year, we do kind of look at the past and the year and we take some inventory and excuse me, we find the things that really brought us joy. We find the things that didn't bring us joy that we want to forget forever and move beyond. And closures are good. The end of the year, to have that closure is good, to look at it and say, what happened here that was good? Even though maybe a difficult year, what happened here? My real fear for all of you that are listening is that you are like two people that come to mind right now. In my 17 years of working with people, there are two people, and I've worked with hundreds. There are only two that come to mind who just simply refuse to wrap up the past and move forward. They are bitter. They are negative. They are not pleasant to be around, quite honestly. I'm still connected with them through Facebook, my Facebook page. And every comment that they put anywhere is negative. And I hurt for them, quite honestly, because a lot of years have passed for them, a lot of years. And they continue to be this bitter person who can't see nor spend the time and energy to create a life. They want to stay in this cesspool of sympathy and injustice and negativity. And quite frankly, life is too short. Nobody's life is perfect. Whatever has happened to you has happened to you. The real question is, what do you do with it now? When is the time for you to move forward? Maybe you're listening to me and you've been divorced for decades and you are still stuck. It's possible. When do you let it go? When do you decide it's time for me to move forward? It's time for me to create a life. We don't know how much life is left, but what we have, the rest of our story, can be written beautifully. It only takes your willingness to be intentional, to take care of business. Wrap up the year and take care of your business. Is there forgiveness that you need to do? Is there some focus that you need to have? What is it? Are there those things such as shame, those feelings of shame and injustice and betrayal that really you need to let go of? That's taking care of your business. That's wrapping up the year. That's deciding, I'm not taking this into my future. I've carried it for too long. And I would so wish that you are not like those two women that I referred to. I ache for them, but they are insistent that somehow they have power over the situation by being negative. It's kind of a strange thought process. If I'm angry and mad, that gives me control. Well, it doesn't. Because your other person, your former spouse, is probably off dancing. They have moved on. They have created a life for themselves. And the only thing that you have is bitterness. Who wants to be around people that are negative and bitter? No one. So if that's been your case of late or of the past decades or years, good news, you don't have to stay here anymore. You can make the decision to move forward. Wrap up the year and take care of your business. And if you can't do it on your own, we'll do that in our group coming up. But I want you to get ready to live again. I want you to get ready to live again because there is life out there. I promise you, I have seen it after divorce. The real question is, will you participate? Will you decide, you know what, I'm going to do the hard work to get me where I need to be for 2023. I'm done. I'm done with all this stuff, all this chaos, all this hurt, all this blame and shame and conflict. I'm done. Get ready to live again. And I'm giving you that opportunity. I'm going to have a webinar on January 4th at 7 o'clock in the evening. And we're going to talk about life coaching after divorce. And that is going to begin January 11th online. We're going to come together and we are going to use a couple of my books and a couple of other things, other resources as well. We're going to use this book. This book came from Redesigning Your Life. It's kind of hard to see, isn't it? It's Building Your Future After Divorce. So we're going to use this book. We're going to use this book, which is just really a journal. And I'll mail you the books when you begin in the course. And we're also going to use this book a little bit. But I have a PowerPoint I'm going to guide you through. We're going to facilitate conversation. We're going to get down to the nitty-gritty. And we're going to clean house. And we're going to make a platform. It's called a New Life Declaration. We're going to be working on in these 10 weeks, a New Life Declaration. And we are going to have focus in how we move forward. It's time for that. It's really, really time for that. January 11th, connect with me. You will get a form like this. It says, we're not looking back anymore. We're going to begin looking forward. What a fun time we can have. We are going to let our imaginations run wild. We're going to reconnect with our dreams and goals that you have forgotten about. We're going to find and uncover and rediscover who you are and what makes you tick and what makes you happy and what are the gifts that God has given you. Because in serving other people, that's where we really find our true happiness. But you have to know your gifts. You have to know your giftedness. Where are your skills and talents? What do you want to do? It's going to be a great time. And it's probably the best money you've ever invested because you are going to be intentional. You're going to hear other people and their plans and hopes and dreams. And that's what I love group. I have held groups for the past 17 years, and I love groups because when you say something to me in your struggle, in your journey, in your dreams and goals, it connects with me. And I start thinking about my own dreams and goals and my own struggles. And I see that I'm not alone. There's so much value in group. I love, love, love group. I love individual coaching too, but there's something amazing with group. So the real question is, when is it time to move forward? Will you wrap up this year, take care of the business that has to be taken care of so you can move forward and get ready to live again? I hope so. Life is short. You've wasted enough time going through this divorce and the negative relationship. This time, you're going to focus on you, and you're going to focus on what's real and what's right and what's possible for you. This is Kathy Beatty with Divorce Support Anonymous, walking with you every step of the way through the trauma of divorce and through the Christmas season.